Imagine living in the very same flat where a toddler lost his life due to toxic black mold, a place where fear now outweighs the joy of welcoming a newborn. This is the chilling reality for a young family who, despite Awaab's law coming into effect, find themselves trapped in a home still plagued by the same deadly hazard. But here's where it gets even more unsettling. Just days after the law was enacted to protect renters, Mohammed Nazim Uddin, 45, and Samina Akhtar, 31, are fleeing their one-bedroom flat in Rochdale, Greater Manchester, with their 2-month-old son, Aban Noor Ahmed, out of sheer terror for his safety. The flat at 196 Ilminster, part of the rundown freehold estate, bears the scars of its tragic history. In December 2020, Awaab Ishak, just 2 years old, succumbed to a severe respiratory condition caused by prolonged exposure to black mold. His death sparked national outrage and led to Awaab's law, which mandates councils and housing associations to swiftly address hazardous living conditions. Yet, the very home that took Awaab's life remains a danger zone, forcing Mohammed and Samina to accept a hasty relocation, even if it means moving to an area far from amenities like mosques and shops. But here's where it gets controversial. Despite Awaab's law, the housing association, Rochdale Boroughwide Housing, RBH, has allegedly been merely painting over the mold instead of addressing the root cause. Mohammed, a cleaner who moved into the flat 5 years ago, reveals that even a £3 dehumidifier couldn't combat the persistent damp. Water leaks, the stench of wet plaster, and recurring mold have made their home a health hazard. The family even moved their bed into the living room, deeming it safer for their newborn. Mohammed's words are haunting: "We can't stay here. My wife has been crying so much. We need to get out of here fast." And this is the part most people miss: the issue isn't isolated. Neighbour Mary Byera, who lived there during Awaab's time, only learned of his fate 2 years later. "It was shocking to see," she says, recalling the horrifying extent of the mold. While her own home has mold, it pales in comparison. "I can't believe another baby is in there now. I don't blame them for going," she adds, her voice heavy with concern. Tonya Lee Dunn, 30, another resident, shares a similar plight. Living in a different block with her partner, she's battled damp for 7 years, a nightmare as she prepares for IVF. "I worry about my health and whether it's going to work in these conditions," she admits. Her flat, despite repeated treatments and paint jobs, remains a damp haven. The estate's issues extend beyond mold, drug problems, antisocial behavior, and a general sense of neglect. "This whole estate needs to be knocked down," Tonya declares. Here's the burning question: if Awaab's law is in place, why are families still living in fear? RBH claims they've supported Mohammed's family in finding a new home and addressed recent leaks and dampness. But is this enough? Councillor Daniel Meredith insists the law will ensure social housing providers act swiftly, but the reality on the ground tells a different story. Are we doing enough to prevent another tragedy? Or are we merely painting over the cracks, literally and metaphorically? What do you think? Is Awaab's law a step in the right direction, or does more need to be done to hold housing associations accountable? Share your thoughts in the comments. Let's keep this conversation going.